you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.
Welcome everyone. Welcome. I am Hollis Taylor, and I'm the admin for the Mediums group, and I run Psychic Insights. And here we are today to do some free readings with Jamie Angel. I'm glad that you're all here today. We'll take a few minutes to let everybody gather because we had some hiccups. Third time's a charm. I don't know. It still didn't let me go into a second group. I'm not really sure why. But we're in the important group, which is the Mediums group. So I don't know. I'm just going to post the link in the event and things like that. For now, if you haven't met Jamie, I'll give Jamie a minute to introduce themselves and just, take a minute to get to know Jamie a little bit. Welcome, Jamie.
Good to see everyone today. And speaking of seeing everyone, let me make sure my comments are showing. I'm Jamie Angel. I'm a empath, psychic, and medium. I use a variety of modalities, including cards and runes and pendulums. I also do a proprietary type of divination called fabriomancy, which is the use of fabrics in divination. Have you ever seen faces or images when you've just tossed your laundry aside and been like, that looks like a face? Well, sometimes those images can give us insights, especially when we use a garment or a piece of fabric that may be associated with a loved one. It can be a great opportunity for communication to be facilitated. I've been using my gifts since childhood, and over time have developed them more into a more professional capacity. So I hope that I can be of assistance with all of you today, and look forward to interacting with you. Trying to see what's...
Welcome back. We're getting some people are coming up. Lamancy Delamini. I'm sure I'm butchering your name. I'm sorry, but welcome. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Susie from Australia. We're so glad you're here. Welcome. And I know that Lynn Piccola is here. Welcome, Lynn. And Kim Cole are also here. Welcome. I'm glad you're all here and happy to have you with us. We are mostly, we had some hiccups, so sorry about that. It's just technology. I really can't, I have no explanation for it other than technology. And but we're here now. So I'm happy to have you all with us today. And I hope that you'll take a minute to let us know that you're, to comment, let us know that you're with us so that we can start to connect and Jamie can start to feel like there's enough of a collection to, you know, to start channeling. What Jamie's going to do is Jamie's going to, I assume you still want to do it this way, Jamie, which would be like um, channeling and seeing if anyone in the group matches. And that's pretty much spirit, what we call spirit led. A lot of people call it spirit led because, we're allowing spirit to lead who gets the reading rather than about who Jamie is called to. Instead, they just start channeling, whatever is coming up for them. And then that usually matches with someone and we start to find a connection. And then if something does match for you, if you welcome Eva Pierce Ingram, glad you're here, and Samantha and Linda from Florida. I think we have people like from all over the world. Lamontsy said it's okay. Sorry about the name. Yeah. But they're from Swaziland. Okay. And Tina is from Canada. We got people all over the world today. And that's great. I get excited about that, Make sure you follow the Psychic Insights page so you can catch every time we're live and doing free readings or when we have Zoom events. Jamie will be having a Zoom event next week. So maybe you can plug in on that Thursday night. Hi, Maggie. So what we're going to do is, as I said, Jamie's going to start channeling messages and welcome. Hi, Sandy and Lynn, and in the mediums group, welcome Kim Cole from Australia. Okay, great. And as we get more and more connected all around, I want to welcome you to comment, as because commenting is kind of like having your video on in Zoom, right? Like I feel like you're more likely to get a reading if you comment and interact because spirits are not really supposed to penetrate your thoughts unless it's absolutely necessary, because it's sort of like a um, like um like an invasion of privacy. So if you ever wondered, they can see everything that you're doing, but and sort of witness it, but they're not really supposed to penetrate your thoughts. And psychic mediums are not mind readers either. So just so you know, mind reading and mediumship are two completely different things. And so I think it's important that you interact in the chat, even if you're not getting a reading. Maybe you say to somebody else, you say, wow, that was really beautiful, or you just comment on what's happening in this little live. I think that increases your likelihood of getting a reading. Just saying. Just like in the Zoom chats, in the Zoom readings that we do, if your video is on and you're interacting at least in that way, then spirit knows that you're ready to receive the reading. And so that's also more likely to get a reading. In my opinion, almost most of the readings that I bring through in Zoom are with people with video on. Is that pretty consistent for you too, Jamie?
Yes. I would add that, in case people are confused by some of that, is that attention is a form of energy. So when you are paying attention and interacting, your energy is reaching out to the energy from the other side then. And so that becomes more of the connection as it comes through.
That's right.
I am picking up on someone currently, a man. I'm not real sure of his age. I would guess him to be maybe around 57-ish, maybe a little younger, maybe a little bit older. could be as old as 70, or could be as young as 50. He's slightly on the portly side, and he has a yellow lab or golden retriever. One of those that's definitely that yellow dog that's in that Labrador family. Don't know if that resonates with anybody, but if it does, please comment in the chats so we can identify. Um, hoping to see it over here. This person, he's balding, not fully bald. His hair is kind of on the grayish side. Sorry to hear that, Maggie. I do hope that your mother will come through at some point in this reading. Not sure if anybody resonates with the gentleman I mentioned, so I will, for now, allow that to hold and see if I'm able to pick up anything from Maggie. Was your mother's death heart or lung related? Because I'm feeling it like right in the center of my chest. And maybe that I'm picking up on her. It's possible I'm picking up on somebody else. Oh, she harmed herself. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know, with where I'm feeling, it's possible that it's the heartbreak aspect then that I'm picking up on. Okay, I might be still picking up on the man. Then with the I was saying, you said that Susie had said about that her husband was 58 but no dog. The dog may not have gone at the same time. Might have been one that a pet that passed years ago even, or somebody else's in the family or something. But okay, that makes sense. So I was still connected with that feeling then. And one thing that I'm getting with this gentleman, I see him like with his dog. Did your husband fish at all? Oh, okay. Your daughter's Labrador Popcorn passed a couple of years ago. Okay. That makes sense. So know that they're together. And you fished regularly. Okay. Because I was seeing him like with the dog and like this stream there and him fishing. So it makes perfect sense then. He is at peace. Regularly fish regularly and had a boat. Yes. He loves you. And I seem to hear the fishing is fine here. So he seems to be, telling you that, he's happy and finding what would continue to make you happy type of thing. Oh, that makes perfect sense too then. Yes. Well, you can keep that.
So we should read it out loud,
I
Jamie.
bought him a new rod that he never got to use.
Yeah. So
I'm
that probably
curious
is why the
if that rod
fishing
is
thing is
blue
coming.
by chance. Don't see a response to that yet. Okay. Because I was seeing the blue thing there. That makes perfect sense. So he knows and definitely appreciates, and that with what he said, I think that if you hold on to it to look at and share that with him, that's great. If you choose to use it to fish, you can commune with him and even ask him to help you with catching some if you wish. That's up to you. But the love is there, and he's with you, and definitely still loves you, and he's at peace, and he wants you to be happy and to live your life fully. And he'll see you when it's time. But there's no hurry.
That's coming from the group there, Jamie. Christy Cursed. Christy, I think you were like intuitive. You knew that Jamie was going to be doing live readings, hey? So that's cute. That's cute. I just thought I would share that. This is sweet.
Yes. Christy, is your daughter's birthday coming up soon? What would have been her birthday? What would have been her birthday point? Susie, it definitely, his help and guidance will be there for you, to help you through. And that fishing, I also want to add, fishing is a form of provision. So I also pick up the sense that he will make sure you're provided for with whatever you need. Christy, I seem to feel like there's some sort of celebration aspect time frame. Don't know whether it would have been daughter's birthday or another family member's birthday or something, but I feel like there's a celebratory aspect of timing.
Looks like other people are having celebrations. You're welcome, Susie. Maggie said that her son's birthday was yesterday. Linda's saying my niece's birthday is 9/9. Maybe get some more information. I don't know if it was specifically for Christy. And Christy saying that the birthday was on the here, I'll put it in here. So Christy said she was born sleeping on the 9th of April. We're desperate to conceive again. This is what I've spoken with you about a couple months ago. September would be the time. So, well, maybe Christy, maybe you've conceived and don't know it yet.
Or that perhaps it's just about to happen. But I feel like there is a sense of celebration coming around this time here. And I'd forgotten about that aspect that we had discussed of times with the card readings and stuff I had done with you on that. But I believe that, as you're reminding me of that, that yes, there is hope and joy around this point for you. And I feel like your daughter is wanting to give you a lot of hugs. I'm feeling a sense of hugging very strongly. And so when you feel like you're missing her, remember, you can always take and hold your arms like this and just cradle hug. And she'll be there for you in those moments. She knows you love her and she loves you. Maggie, does a little brown cat mean anything to you? Or have any significance? Okay, because I was seeing a little brown cat when I was thinking about your mother there. She had a heart for strays. I feel like she identified with them in their sense of feeling sometimes isolated or lost. But I also feel like, she wants you to know that she's not lost anymore. And she's safe. And yes, that would be about the right color, yes. Yes. I don't know if that one was extra special in any way, but seems like there was some reason why she was showing me that. But she wants you to know that she's not lost anymore. She's not confused. She's at peace. I think my brother said it was her favorite. Ah, that makes perfect sense then. I miss her terribly, only 57. Unfortunately, age is indiscriminate when it comes to passing. It's hard when someone chooses the timing of their own departure, but also remember that many times physical health is only part of the health. Mental health is just as valid in illness. And many times it's like, how could you do such a thing? It's so selfish. But when you remember that if you were to say the same thing to, say, a cancer patient who succumbs to cancer, is that selfish of them? No, it's part of their process of the way that their illness was affecting them. And so I think it's important to understand that she did the best she could. And her departure does not mean that she loves you and your brother and those any others that she left behind, including the cats, any less because she had to leave. Unfortunately, many times we may not see the sadness. And when Maggie said that, yes, it's hard to accept she was so vibrant and never saw her sad. Many times, for some of us, those sad times happen behind closed doors. We keep it all contained and bottled up because we don't want to be a burden or what have you. And I would encourage everyone here right now, if you're having those kind of struggles, don't hide it. Get help. Because if this can say, if that this info here can save a single life, that means that that person's memory has helped to heal someone. So please know that if you need assistance, if you're feeling like you can't go on, contact the suicide hotline. Let your family know. Talk to your doctor or minister. Get help, because that is sometimes the biggest act of strength that you can show is by saying, I need help, because many times we feel like I have to be strong. I got to pull myself up by my own bootstraps. But doing that is actually a sign of weakness because we are afraid to be vulnerable. So when we express that vulnerability and say, I'm not perfect and this is where I'm struggling, please help me. Asking for help is an act of strength.
Okay, Jamie, I just want us to plug in for some of the people that are tuning in late. So Naomi, we see you messaging. I've seen 4 comments now asking for a reading. That's not really how it works. How it works is Jamie starts channeling, and then you listen to see if things match with someone you know. It may or may not be someone you know, may or may not be the person you're requesting, which for you is your mom. And then if something matches, you just comment below. Okay, that's how it works. And what I have said is that the more you interact and chat instead of just repeating the same comment, I feel like it helps increase your chances of getting a reading. So you might say something to Maggie. You might say, oh, that's really beautiful for you, Maggie. Or comment on something Jamie has said. Okay. So those are the kinds of ways to interact, or maybe you just do what Lamontsy does, where she just puts some stars up there. Like that was awesome. What you said, Jamie, is true. Right. Okay. Eva says, wonderful advice. This is great ways to let spirit know that you're interacting here and might like them to come through. So Maggie says, thank you, Jamie. She is in Texas and I'm in California, and I appreciate your message. It's really sweet. You got lots of people in the group. Also, thank you, Nandita, for understanding how it works. This is spirit-led mediumship readings. Yeah, Tiffany Smith also thanked you for what you said, Jamie, because she said even though she's in therapy, she still needed to hear, hey, once a week therapy is great and everything, but man, we live all the rest of the days too, right? And I used to always say that I used to always say that, like, wouldn't it be great if you had like therapy in between therapy? And I think that's what coaching is really for. So if you find that you resonate with Jamie, and that's something that appeals to you, you know, sometimes it's hard to wait a whole week for therapy to come back to talk about something with your therapist. And it's nice to have, like, you know, you have therapy on Monday and you have coaching on Thursday or something like that. That could be really helpful. I'm just suggesting. Jamie does spiritual coaching and can really help you sort of, especially like if you've recently experienced someone's death. Death is a catalyst for everyone that's left, the survivors. And so oftentimes death will catalyst us into faith, to spiritual awakenings. It's very, very common. It happens a lot. I think it brings a lot of people to faith. So it looks like Susie K. Naomi, you're probably only seeing your messages because you're probably like maybe commenting from a page or something, that because Jamie's currently broadcasting in 8 different places at once. Okay. So that might be why. It's okay, Naomi, I'm just trying to tune you in so you know what's going on. Okay. You're welcome, Lizette. Lizette says, Lizette is saying that it's a nice, supportive community. And Kim Cole is saying, thank you for explaining how it works. Great. Great.
I am picking up a few others, and I'm trying to kind of identify one from another because it seems to be a cluster right now. I'm not sure if they're all related people or not, but there's like two older gentlemen. Both seem to be a bit thin on top. One has white hair and one has more gray tone of hair. And also an older lady who's got that silvery colored hair that's a little bit darker silver than some. She strikes me as possibly having a little bit of Spanish or Greek or something like that, complexion wise, and the kind of hair that's where it's beautiful, dark hair that has gone to that dark silver color, if that makes sense. There also seems to be a young adult person in that same group. Like I say, I can't tell if they're all related or not. The adult person that I'm seeing is a male. I would guess to be maybe around 27-ish. He's got, I'd say, lighter hair than mine, but darker than the honey blondes. I don't know if this resonates with anybody as individual people or if any of the people I've described mean anything to anyone here, but if you do, please let us know.
I would just keep connecting with that spirit and see what other information you can get from them.
Like I said, this seems to, I feel like it's a family cluster
Okay.
of people. So and I could be wrong on that. It could be just a bunch of people that have all gathered together, but I feel like these people know each other and are quite possibly related. But if nobody has mentioned yet those, I will move on to another part where I'm seeing there is a girl who's about 10, I would say. Could be a little bit younger than 10, but I would guess to be a little around 10 just based on height and whatnot. And I see this child blowing bubbles. she may have some sort of a disability because she seems to walk with a slight limp type of thing to her. What I see as the right leg, but I don't know if I'm mirroring or not. But blowing bubbles, and she seems to have such a sweet disposition about her. She may may possibly have Downs because the face is very round. Adorable little girl. I don't know if this resonates with anybody or not, but if so, please comment in the chat. I get the feeling that bubbles were like one of her favorite things to do, was the bubbles. Her hair is kind of that medium brown color. And I seem to see her in a dress with flowers on it. I'm wanting to say that the dress itself is like either a white or a very pale pink with flowers of a brighter pink. Bright pink. Are we getting any responses? Okay.
Sometimes, Jimmy, when I do this, and I don't get a lot of responses right away, I just keep asking the spirit for more information, because sometimes my 30 years experience of mediumship teaches me this, is people hear it, they're like, oh, it could be so and so, but if they don't hear other information, they won't pipe up. They will not. It's just,
I'm
they
getting
have like 2 or 3 things.
I'm getting a name. I don't know if it's connected with the child that I had been seeing or if it's connected with someone else, but the name Danielle seems to be strongly hitting me right now. So if there's someone who this, if it's associated with a child who has special needs like that, could be that it connects. She may. I do see her blowing bubbles. So
Tiffany said, does she have lung issues?
I do see her being able to blow bubbles. So I don't know. It's possible that there could be lung issues, but still have enough strength to blow bubbles and stuff. Or maybe that's something that she enjoyed doing, but could only do up to a certain point. It is possible because I do have some constriction here, so it is possible that this child did experience some lung issues.
Tiffany, tell us what else matches so we can try to hone in on that spirit for us. Tell us what else matches.
Like I say, I do seem to see her walk being slightly different. Like I say, like like a slight limp or gait issue. Tiffany said the dress and the hair. Okay.
But Tiffany is saying that so it was the dress and the hair, but she was saying that the age was a little different. But I mean, this is why age is hard. But she's saying that the child was only 6.
Okay. Was she large for her age? Because I'm not real great with gauging ages, but I would say a little bit tall for 6, if it's the right one.
And then Amy Marlowe said, my son was 21 when he passed, which I think you said the person before was in their 20s.
Yes.
Brown hair, his GMA.
Grandma.
Oh, okay. Grandma had dark
hair and a very dark complexion. His father also passed when he was in mid-40s and graying. Grandma did look great. Okay, so that would be the right grouping of people there.
Yeah.
Amy.
That sounds pretty accurate.
And what I feel from them is very much love and togetherness, and kind of wanting to send love to you and let you know that they're all okay, and kind of hi. I feel like literally, like when you look at the pictures where it's like you like everybody say hi to grandma or to mom or what have you, and then everybody's waving. I feel like they're kind of trying to do that thing of hi, pay attention to me, I'm here. So be aware they are around you, and they definitely want you to know that they're here and that they do care about you and love you.
So Tiffany said that the child was tiny but tall, so could be very easily mistaken.
Yeah. That's why I was gauging the tall factor is why I was kind of, gauging it older, and that gauging older was because of the height, but kind of thin.
Age is very hard to guess, especially 6 to 10. That's middle-aged child, in my opinion.
Yes.
Amy said thank you. Amy said thank you.
Amy, your son also wants you to know that he absolutely loves you, and I feel like he wants you to know you're the best mom in the whole wide world. It's kind of that thing that just really, as I'm hearing it, it's almost kind of that kid voice for a moment as well, where it's just like, no matter how old you are, you're still a kid at heart when it comes to dealing with your mom.
So it sounds like Tiffany that's her sister.
Okay.
So sometimes spirits come in groups, and I think, Jamie, that's probably a good idea to channel them all at once, especially since the comments are sometimes kind of on the slow side.
Yeah. Tiffany, I think your sister wants you to know that she loves you and that she's watching out for you. And basically that she is okay and can blow bubbles whenever she wants.
Nandita, I've seen your comment twice now. I hope my man comes through. We hear you. But this is a spirit-led mediumship. So what that means is that Jamie will channel spirits, and then you listen to see if it matches, to see if it's your person. And if it is, please speak up so that we can try to get your message through to you. Okay? Thanks, Eva. And the more you support each other and give and just give love to each other, I think you're more likely to get a reading. It's because it's a community thing. This is a community here. So
I do pick up on a person who I would guess to be maybe in the teenage bracket, who I would say either African American or some variety of African child, and that's basically a child who's not white, beautiful little one. I see them playing with a ball, and that even though they're a teen, it seems almost like they're they seem to be a teen, but they seem to be a young teen, and they've got this ball they're playing with. It seems like it may have something inside it or something, and that I think that the child may have some health issues, have had ongoing health issues, not just the health issues that caused them to depart. Um, but because I'm seeing this ball and it seems like if there's a bell or some sort of thing in it, it may actually be a toy for a pet or something like a cat. Because I do also see a cat there. So, and then while the kid is doing this with the toy, and the cat's kind of paying attention and pawing in the air. So I'm not sure if the cat has also passed or if it's a memory type of thing of something when they were here. But I think they're both together on that side, is what I'm feeling. This girl, she's relatively thin. I get the feeling she was quite frail. Possibly had malaria at some point. I don't know if that resonates with anyone, but I feel like there was high fevers involved in some of the health things. If it resonates, let us know. If not, I shall move on to the next persons that I'm picking up. I'm picking up a lady. She may be connected to the child, I'm not sure, but she's also of either African or African American type of complexion, and she has a beautiful, radiant smile. I'm not sure, she may have had cancer or something, because she seems to have something around her head, and it could just be the way she wears her hair, but I don't see any hair either, so I'm thinking there may have been cancer involved in her passing. A relatively thin but tall lady. Louanne Lombard, listening from South Africa. Thank you. Enjoy listening to your readings.
I was just wondering because the malaria and stuff like that sounds like this child might have lived in another country, but then the cancer thing, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, the cancer thing is a lady. I don't know if they're connected or not, but they were near each other where I was seeing people. So they may be connected, they may not be. But this lady, like, it could just be the style for where they live. But since I'm not seeing hair either, it's possible that the lady may have departed by way of cancer. Because she seems to be wearing a robe which would be more typical of both Africa or African American culture. Naomi Brown? Sounds like it may be my mom, like my mom, maybe. That's possible. This lady has such a radiant smile and seems to have such an air of confidence about her that it's like the kind of person who is unshakable even when things are going wrong. That quiet confidence that whatever happens, everything will be okay. And sometimes when you're going through a battle, like cancer and that, you know that those kind of battles, you know what the outcome anticipated is, but you still do everything you can to beat the odds and live your best life to know that regardless of what happens, it will be okay one way or another, because life doesn't end here. And I feel like that's what I'm being told is, that she's content and she lived her best life. She did the things she wanted to do. I feel like this is a lady with no regrets. If she had a regret, it would be not being able to stay longer for those she loved and still loves. But she's also now able to be anywhere and everywhere at once, just not be confined to a body. And when you've lived in a body that hasn't been working right, being free to fly wherever you want to can be a powerful thing. So I feel like she wants you to know that, Naomi, that she is okay. She's watching you and doing what she can to help you to heal. But she's not in pain anymore and she's free. And just call upon her when you need to talk. She's listening. Michelle Brown, I see your comment. Going back to the name you said before, Danielle. Danielle, was that associated with the little girl? Because my brother's name is Daniel, and I used to make fun of him and call him Danielle all the time. I was not sure if the child I was seeing was connected to that name or if that was something else, because it was like the name just came as well. It was a moment later. So sometimes things piggyback in that. And I do think that your brother wanted you to say hi and maybe remember those moments of goofing around and stuff. I get the sense he may do a bit of this thing every once in a while to your lights, the on and offs, or other prankety type of things every once in a while.
How are we feeling, Jamie? You feeling like you ready to wrap it up for the day?
I think so, just about. I just wanted to see if this one resonated with Michelle.
Okay. Well, my friends, you can catch Jamie next week on Thursday in Zoom. We will broadcast it to the group, but we won't really interact with the comments really. It would be best if you register for the event. That will be announced later on today. You'll see it announced in the Mediums group and on Jamie Angel's and Psychic Insights page. Currently, we're broadcasting, so you can follow any of those pages, follow Psychic Insights or follow Jamie Angel or join the mediumship group. And as a result, you'll see the event be broadcasted. Michelle said that it does resonate. Sounds like she's driving. Michelle, please be careful. Please be careful. Good grief. Okay. You're welcome, everyone. Lamontansi says thank you. There'll be another live tomorrow. Psychic Insights will be broadcasting Mama Cole tomorrow. So if you're still looking for a reading, maybe you can catch one from there. You can always arrange to have a reading with Jamie Angel if they resonate with you, because I feel like if a person resonates with you, that's the reader you probably need to see. And not all readers are for everyone, that's for sure. Some of us are meant to be with certain types of people, or certain messages are meant to come through certain people, and sometimes you might be with one person for a little while and then you might feel called to another reader, and that's okay. I see getting readings as a sort of like a massage, right? Like self-care. So hopefully you will decide to book a private reading with Jamie Angel. And there's lots of links around. I'm sure you can find them. But here we go. I'll put it in there again. You can also get coaching with Jamie Angel and other psychic reading type things there. And we hope that these lives help you, and we hope it brings everybody together. And we look forward to doing this again with you again next week. We'll be doing a slightly different live with Jamie Angel. Tomorrow we'll be doing a live with Mama Cole. And maybe next week also Sarah Redcrow will be around. Okay. All right, friends. We enjoyed you. Thanks for being here today. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.